RASSLIN, that's wrestling.
Hi, this is Rasslin. Yes, RASSLIN, that's Rasslin. Why don't we play the whole song anymore? Hello? Why don't we play the whole song anymore?
You want to play the whole song?
Play the whole song.
We will
Well, actually, it doesn't work if now I'm saying why don't we play the whole song, because the song just played.
We can play it right now.
So it looks like I'm just talking, because the snippet just played, and I'm saying why don't we play the whole song? You say we're going to play the whole song, but the snippet's already played.
We could play the new song like right now.
We could play it underneath.
Not underneath. Let's just start it over and play the whole song.
Right now.
But not start it over. Include all this.
You got it. Whatever you want. You're the man.
What took so long? Was that so fucking hard?
Maybe.
Wrestling.
My boss hit my line with an angry text saying something about
B90X, I said,
wrestling.
I'm going to wrestling. Then my phone blew up with a couple alarms. I got bets to make. I got worms to farm. I said,
Wrestling.
Hi. Boy. Now, doesn't that get everything off to a good start? This is Wrestling. Barstool's professional wrestling podcast starring me, Brandon fucking Walker. Hey guys, how's everybody doing out there? The Royal Rumble happened. You know, the Royal Rumble is something that you can't really fuck up. Even a bad one is good. It's like sex. People say golf and sex, only two things you don't have to be good at to enjoy. And I don't know, I'm great at both, except for the golf and the sex and the golf sex. Anyway, the Rumble is something that doesn't have to be a great Rumble to still be very entertaining. This one just a little, there was a staleness to it that we'll talk about a little bit later. But this is wrestling. It's not a negative show. It's a positive show. It's a show about why we fell in love with professional wrestling in the first place. We are grown people that still love this incredible, fantastic, beautiful, spectacular, what would you call it?
An extravaganza.
An extravaganza. That's the exact word I was looking for. You're doing good today.
I am good.
Not true at all. On today's wrestling, we're going to have my 5 takes from the Royal Rumble. We're going to go over the wrestling news at hand. We will have snippets of interviews with Rey Mysterio. I asked him how many masks he's got. And I also said I shared a personal story with one of his pay-per-views that he had on the wall. We'll share that snippet right there. How about that one?
Love it.
Maybe tie them both together. The mask and the snippet. And the poster. Yes? You don't...
Still a snippet? Then?
Yeah.
So stupid.
Snippet within a snippet.
I hate...
Double snippet?
No.
Zip it.
We'll also have... did you say zip it?
That was to myself.
That was clever.
Thank you.
Where'd you get this fucking guy?
This is all that we had.
We'll have the news. We'll have the Rumble takes. We'll have the snippet from the Rey Mysterio interview. I also have a little bit from the bad boy, Joey Janela. Joey Janela stopped by wrestling. He was in the studio. Got a little snippet of that. Full interviews coming later this week. Also, actually, the Rey Mysterio interview is already out there. If you want to go to the Wrestling YouTube, which you're watching this on, go watch the Rey Mysterio interview. So we'll have all that. We'll have we just made the list, our top 5 this week, and we will have your voicemails, your questions. Tell your friends, because I am very poor, and I would like to make more money. So I'd like for more people to watch the YouTubes of wrestling. It is the best wrestling show on the internet. That's what my mother tells me. I'm going to start with the Royal Rumble. We'll talk about news in a minute because the Royal Rumble is my favorite wrestling event of the year, and a lot of you that's also true for. I've got 5 takes. There's been a lot of, anytime WWE does any pay-per-view, you're going to have a lot of passionate discourse from one side or the other. And I boiled mine down into 5 takes. There's a lot of takes I'm not going to get into, Ronda Rousey returned. That's great. That's fantastic. That's awesome. She won the Rumble. Makes a lot of sense. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that because these 5 takes, I think, are the 5 biggest things that came out of it for me. And I'm just going to go one by one. So, number 1, WWE. I love you. I've always loved you. I've loved you since I was 6 years old. You have to balance the nostalgia a little bit better than this. Why, in the Women's Rumble, are there 15 former legends and divas champs and wrestlers, and I'm not trying to cast aspersions on any of them. I love all of them. Ivory and Molly Holly and everybody that came back. It's good to see them. It's fantastic. But why are you giving me a women's rumble where half the field is some sort of nostalgic throwback, and you give me a men's rumble with nothing? With no nostalgia whatsoever, with no surprises whatsoever. The only nostalgia pop was Shane McMahon, and he's been wrestling regularly this decade. So that really wasn't anything out of the ordinary. The Rumble should be storyline advancement and breakthroughs and great matches and intrigue, and it should be nostalgic throwbacks. It should be surprises. It should be all those things. And the 2022 version was none of them, especially the men's version. The men's version was just parade after parade of guys I didn't think were going to win. Listen, Madcap Moss, probably very, very talented. Ridge Holland, very talented. You can't throw me a bone here. Like I sat through the women's rumble, and half the field were throwbacks, and the men's rumble 0 were throwbacks. Balance it out. Why not make it 6 or 7 in both, or 4 or 5 in both, or 2 or 3 in both? I don't understand why the women's field was so heavily weighted. And don't tell me because they don't have the talent, because they do. In NXT, you've got Toxic Attraction, right? That's 3 female wrestlers right there who are doing their thing. They're building their character. You're telling me, if you're trying to make NXT 2.0 a big thing, you're telling me that putting Toxic Attraction in there for an extended run where they go 15 minutes and eliminate 3 people, all of a sudden you got a little star power there. You got a little storyline going. Why didn't that happen? I just don't understand it. I did like Mickie James being in the Rumble. I thought the music hit. I thought that worked very well. But otherwise, like, do I need to see both Bellas eliminating current stars? No. To me, I don't. Balance and nostalgia. That's all I'm asking for. Take number 2. The men's Royal Rumble was not technically awful. It was just very, very boring. And that's probably the worst thing a Rumble can be. The Rumble being boring is probably worse than the Rumble being outright bad. Because you go back and watch an outright bad Rumble like 95 or 2015, you're going to see some surprises. You're going to see certain things happen. You're going to see happenings. This one, nothing really happened. I mean, what happened in this Rumble? And the second Brock Lesnar hit at 30, that Rumble was over. We could have turned the TV off. Again, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate the event. I think it was a well-spent 4 hours. But the Rumble should never be boring, and that one was. And I understand backstage maybe there's heat on Shane McMahon, who was the agent for the Rumble. I don't know. I don't get into the backstage stuff. This is by a fan for a fan. I don't want to start worrying about the booking or worrying about all this stuff. I don't care about the backstage stuff. I really don't. But we also heard maybe Riddle was scheduled to win it at one point. That would have been so much better. So much better, because Brock Lesnar has a story. He has a built-in story. He got turned on by Paul Heyman an hour earlier. That's his ticket to WrestleMania, period. That's his ticket to WrestleMania. Why do you need another one? WWE has done such a good job in recent years giving, like, Drew McIntyre Rumble makes him a star. Bianca Belair Rumble makes him a star. And they use these 2 Rumbles to give it to Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar. Great talents, but geez, man, it was just a little boring, that's all. Number 3, while those first 2 might trend negative, I love Bobby Lashley being the champ, WWE champ. I know he's kind of an afterthought the way it happened, but he is somebody that's enjoyed a career renaissance recently. His thing with MVP has been great. Bobby Lashley deserves to be on top of Raw, and I love that he is on top of Raw again. That is fantastic, and it's awesome, and I couldn't be happier. Now, here are my last 2 takes, and these are my passionate takes. I love what happened in the WWE title match where Brock Lesnar was turned on by Roman Reigns cost Brock Lesnar the title, and Paul Heyman said arrivederci, and he realigned with Roman Reigns. Turned out that was a whole swerve. I love that, because here is my truthiest take of the truth this week. Paul Heyman with Roman Reigns is far, far, far more interesting than Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar. Since 2002, 20 years, we've seen some permutation of Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. We saw them dominate for most of the last decade. But the Tribal Chief, this storyline has been going on for nearly 2 years now, who's got a 500-day reign, was made so much better with Paul Heyman as his special counsel. Paul Heyman has found himself in the role. He defers to the Tribal Chief. He's not the advocate. He's just kind of there to bask in this guy's glory. He doesn't have to talk for Roman Reigns. He can, but he doesn't have to. Paul Heyman with Roman Reigns, greater than the 20-year run we've had with Brock Lesnar. And that coming out of the Rumble. I know that people think the Rumble is a little boring. I know that people think the Rumble, the title matches shouldn't have ended the way they did. I'll get to that in a minute. But coming out, we have a clear picture of where we're going. And Roman Reigns is now involved in the two best storylines in WWE, and it's with two different people. I now want to see Roman Reigns get beat up by Seth Rollins, who's a mega face in my eyes, and I now want to see Brock Lesnar go back and try to get revenge on Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns for turning on him. We could be heading towards a triple threat. We could be. I don't know, but we could be. I like the stories there. And last thing, and this is between me and Wrestling Internet, because I started this podcast because Wrestling Internet, the internet wrestling community, has some ideas and some tropes and some crutches they lean on that are really, really stupid, and none more so than this one right here. At some point, somebody along the way decided that you only need to have clean finishes at pay-per-views, premier live events. You only could have pinfalls. DQs, countouts, that was stupid. You can't have that. That's a waste of people's money. That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. It is so dumb. Look at me right now. If you watched that incredible match between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and for 15 minutes they waged war on each other and told an incredible story, and the fact that it ended with Roman getting a DQ victory, or I'm sorry, Seth getting a DQ victory, if that soured you on the match, if that made you go down a star, you're fucking stupid. You're a fucking idiot. We're all in this together. All wrestling matches are stories. That's what they are. They're not competitions. They're stories. There's nothing more clean about a pinfall finish than a DQ finish. There's nothing more clean about a submission finish than a countout finish. It's all about the story, and this particular story was well told. Seth trolled and trolled and trolled Roman. He came out in the Shield gear. He came out to the music. He was doing all the Shield moves. He trolled him, and he pushed him, and he pushed him, and he pushed him, and finally, Roman fucking snapped. He was tired of the bullshit. He even had him in the choke. He had him in the choke and was beating him, and Seth got lucky and his arm fell on the rope. And when that happened, Roman couldn't handle it anymore, said, fuck this guy, chokes him out, kills him with a chair. And the same imagery of Roman getting hit with the chair 8 years ago is the same imagery we saw with Seth Rollins getting hit with the chair. They switched places. Seth is now a mega face. The DQ finish worked perfectly in this case. So if you watched that and said, I was going to go 4 stars, but because it wasn't a clean finish, I'm going 2.5. You are a fat virgin nobody wannabe, and you'll never touch a titty in your fucking life. There's no such thing as a clean or non-clean finish. It's all story. All of it. A pinfall is no more sacred than a DQ. And the DQ finish in this instant was the best possible story. Get over yourself, wrestling fan. You're not owed a pinfall because pinfalls aren't real. It's a fucking story. I'm going to be in the camera sucking your dick in a minute. But that's how, get it over with it. Get over it is what I'm trying to say. Jesus Christ. Stop bitching about clean, non-clean finishes. They're the same fucking thing. I haven't heard from you. Do you agree with that take?
You know I agree with that take.
I haven't talked to you about it.
I don't think you need to have a clean finish.
No, because there's no such thing as a clean finish.
It's never again. I have no idea what it is.
It's a storyline. It's all stories. Motherfuckers. Wrestling news. So apparently backstage we found out that maybe Riddle was in line to win it, and maybe there's some heat on Shane McMahon because Shane McMahon booked the Rumble to go a certain way. I truly don't care. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to know the politics of backstage. I really don't. I just want the on TV product to be incredible. I want what I watch to be good. So if Shane's got heat, whatever. I hope he overcomes it. I hope everything happens. I hope everything's great. Sure. But we're now headed towards WrestleMania. We'll have a pit stop at Elimination Chamber in Jeddah, I believe. It is Jeddah, right?
Saudi Arabia. I don't know if it's Jeddah, but it's Saudi.
I think it's Jeddah. Yeah, it's Jeddah. Yeah, somebody they did a Jeddah mind trick on me. Stop. AEW. This is the week that we're going to get something big, and I'm not sure it's going to be what we think, but we're going to get MJF, CM Punk in Chicago that match is signed, sealed, delivered for Dynamite. Are we gonna get it? I don't know. I like to think not. I feel like if there's ever the time to pull the trigger on Wardlow beating the shit out of MJF, this could be it. They've got me hook, line, and sinker with the story, the CM Punk involvement. I want MJF and CM Punk to wrestle. I also want I want Wardlow to break off into his own and become this man beast. They've got me here. They've got me. And they've got a pay-per-view coming up in March, right? Revolution. So, and this is just my thinking. Is this a spot where you have Wardlow turn on MJF and then MJF is programmed with him for a while, maybe going to the pay-per-view, and you break CM Punk off to maybe be Hangman Page's challenger? I don't know, because you also got the Mox Danielson storyline, percolating over there. I feel like we're heading towards a match with them. So lot of interesting pieces at the top of the AEW card right now, and I think Wednesday will give us a lot of clarity. And God bless them, AEW usually delivers in these spots. When they give you something thought-provoking, when they give you a storyline, they give you something you really want to see, they know how to deliver. So I'm very excited to see what we got from AEW Dynamite. Am I missing any of the news? You actually did this, right? Ronda Rousey return. Bad Bunny. Here's the thing. If the highlight of a Royal Rumble is Bad Bunny's performance, that's probably a bad Rumble. That's no shot against him. He's just a non-wrestler. Now, he clearly has put in a whole lot of work. Bad Bunny probably, to me, should be the most respected non-wrestler to ever do this as of right now. Like last year at Mania, he was great. This year, you can tell he wore bulky clothes, but you can tell he's done a little work on his body, and he looks good. He looks the part. He looks like somebody who is here to wrestle. And credit to him, man. He could have just seen it as a paycheck and done whatever. That guy got in the Rumble and looked good. Looked like a really good wrestler. So I'm excited about that. I assume we're going to have him for Mania. Rousey coming back. She'll wrestle. Who do you think, Charlotte or Becky? Becky, right? Becky.
Triple threat.
What was it? No, because they both have a belt.
They would unify.
Why does he get to talk?
I didn't think he was allowed to. I mean,
Brock Lesnar against Roman at Mania. You wrote that down? I don't know if that's what we're going to get. I think we might be headed towards a triple threat. For real. With Seth. Because in the storyline going up at SmackDown, Seth was like, you hate me for for breaking the Shield up. And they hit on that in the match. But he also said, you hate me for stealing your moment at WrestleMania 31 when I had the most memorable cash-in ever. And he's hit that storyline point a couple times. And that involved Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. I think that might be what we're headed towards.
and who does Lashley get?
Do you, if you were going to give the Rumble to Riddle, do you now heat up Riddle and make him your title challenger?
I think they might go back to McIntyre somehow.
Is it McIntyre on SmackDown?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. I think Riddle. But we'll see. We'll fucking see. All right. So last week I had Rey Mysterio, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Everything. I mean, Rey Mysterio has been around 25, 30 years. I don't remember wrestling without him. I'm sure you don't either. And he talked to me for 30 minutes, and he gave me great stuff. Here's a little bit of that. You can find that on Rasslin YouTube, which you're watching right now. But please like and subscribe to Rasslin YouTube. Check out my little snippet here with Rey Mysterio. WWE 2K, the video game, 2K22, I believe, is coming out in March, and it's going to be it's the return of the video game. Been a couple of years, but you are on the cover. It is your mask face right there, man. I've been around so long, and now WWE 2K22. What's that like?
It's awesome, man. It's a huge honor for me to be able to represent all my people, Latinos. My sport of lucha libre through the cover of 2K22. I've shared covers before in the past. Whether it was in WCW, we did the NWO.
Right.
Shared the cover with other superstars. This time it was strictly surrounded on my mask, my image. So it's a huge, huge honor, especially after 20 years of being with WWE and kicking off the year 2022 with all these crazy times that have been going on. It's a blessing.
You big video game guy?
Off and on. I go through phases. I just moved out to Vegas from California.
Right.
My son drove down here last weekend, and when I spend time with him, I like to just sit down and just have our video game time.
No, I remember playing with Rey Mysterio on WCW against NWO, the World Tour Revenge on N64. You know, PS1, the Nitro game. I remember that. So now to see you on the cover of 2K22 is crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is, man. So imagine you as a fan see it that way. For me to be able to see myself there, and especially during this time, is just incredible, man. I don't know how many years I have left to hang up the mask, but I'm glad this is happening right now.
Once again, that's Rey Mysterio. The video is live on Rasslin YouTube. You know, they've done studies. Big studies. And 9 out of 10 people would fuck my brains out. 9 out of 10 people look at me and they say, woo, there goes a big old ball of fuck. And I want to be right in the middle of it. Yeah, look at you. You would, wouldn't you? You definitely would. Me with my titties and my 6'5", dripping like bacon grease. You'd fuck me raw, wouldn't you? You'd just fuck me. Well, you know why? Because I'm wearing Wood. Wood grooming products from Barstool Sports. Oh my goodness. Introducing Wood, a new men's grooming line offering products across hair, body, beard, and shave. Also this, never this. With Wood products, you'll look your best, smell your best, and feel your best. Now, all you have to do is live your best. And you can, because you're wearing Wood. And everybody wants to boom, boom, boom to you. They want to touch your pleasure button. Wood works and smells as good as it looks. I like the golden hour scent. It's smooth brandy and Madagascar vanilla. That's liquor and ice cream mixed together. Pretty much a perfect life as far as I'm concerned. Is there a pizza scent? That's all I lack. They've got hair care, moisturizer, deodorant, facial cleanser, body and beard care, and more. It's easy to level up to literally anything in your bathroom all at once. You can get better shampoo, better conditioner, better aftershave, better everything with Wood. My wife, you talk about somebody that doesn't want to fuck me, but she does because I've got Wood. Shop Wood at getwood.com or go to your local CVS. You know where a CVS is. That's where the young people get their condoms. Well, now you can get your Wood there. Get Wood at CVS or go to getwood.com. I have an interview with the champ, Deonna Purrazzo, which goes live Thursday morning. I had a snippet last week. I'm not going to give you a snippet right here, but live Thursday morning, the full interview with Deonna Purrazzo. Check that out in the coming days. One more interview I want to hit you with. I got a little snippet here of the very hungover bad boy Joey Janela, who came in to talk about GCW and AEW and everything going on in the world of wrestling. Here's a little bit from Wrestling's interview with the bad boy, Joey Janela. You've been at the forefront of this indie revolution, maybe, that's been going on for a decade now.
I'll take full credit for it, 100%.
Good.
In independent wrestling, I'll take credit for indie wrestling. I'll take credit for AEW. I'll take credit for...
Now, it seems like AEW belongs to a lot of people. Is that just you?
If I didn't get thrown off the roof by Zandig, you have to look at the Butterfly Effect. Remember that movie?
Yes.
So if I didn't get thrown off the roof by Zandig, if you look back, there would never have been a Spring Break. Okay? And then Spring Break brought back PCO.
Two.
So PCO would have never came back and never been Ring of Honor champion.
Okay.
And somewhere in there, I did the math that AEW wouldn't exist at all. And right now,
Seems
probably
like you skipped a lot of steps there.
I just say AEW wouldn't exist, and the Saudi Arabia WWE deal, that wouldn't exist either without Spring Break.
So that's the bad boy Joey Janela. I think it's like a 30-minute interview. It is has its ups and its downs, and its ups and its downs. Check it out, coming very, very soon to Wrestling's YouTube. We'll have that up very soon. Now, time for We Just Made the List. It's when we list a top 5 something in wrestling. And for the last month, we've been doing WWE lists. We've been doing Royal Rumble lists. We did like the top 5 guys that didn't win the Rumble, top 5 times the wrong person won the Rumble, top 5 Rumble surprises. So, in the interest of fairness and the fact that I'm on their payroll, I'm going to do an AEW list. And why am I going to do an AEW list, All Elite Wrestling? Because my mind got to go on when I was sitting there last week watching Dynamite. And I'm watching, first of all, really good Dynamite, I thought. Good opening match, good segments, good everything. And then it ends with, what's the opening match? Why am I blanking on that?
Dynamite?
Yeah. Exactly. But it was a good match. I remember it was a really good match. And then they had the CM Punk. They had with MJF sitting on his chest. And they ended with a great match, too. They ended with, the fucking ladder match. The most beautiful ladder spot I've ever seen.
Yeah, the cutter.
That cutter was the most beautiful ladder match spot I have ever seen in my life. When Sammy Guevara went off that ladder and flew through the air and caught Cody perfectly, I don't think you can practice that. That was as beautiful a move as I have ever seen in my fucking life. And ladder matches to me are hard because they've been done to death. What are you going to do new? And I don't think they did anything really new, but what they did do was perfect timing on what they did. And the fact that Sammy Guevara ended up winning the TNT title after that storyline of Cody beating him on Christmas, really, really good stuff. But they ended the night with Adam Cole against Orange Cassidy in a lights-out match. Orange Cassidy finally got a win over Adam Cole, which I think was long overdue. It was good. Everything was good. But about 5 minutes into the match, they go under the ring, and he tries to pull out a ladder. It's not coming. And here comes, am I doing it right? How do you, oh yeah, okay, all right. Well, I don't have arthritis. Danhausen shows up. Danhausen just shows up out of nowhere, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes. We've been trying to get Danhausen on this show a while. I mean, a hot minute. He had the broken leg. Couldn't get him here. So Danny H. Dan Hizzle. Come on. Come on. We're calling you home. Come on to wrestling. Phenomenal debut, I thought. And when I saw the debut, because it came out of nowhere, you didn't expect it, and then all of a sudden they have the tweet, he's all elite. Great. Good for him. Talented guy. Funny guy. It's going to be great. Very nice. Very evil. Anyway, I thought it was a terrific debut. It got me thinking AEW does debuts very, very well. So, this list, the top 5 debuts in all elite wrestling. Number 5. We had heard that's actually number 4. Number 5, and they do this a lot. The lights go dark, and they just somebody shows up. I don't have Sting on this list. Was I supposed to put Sting on this list? We talked about Sting. Sting's not on the list. There you go. Sting's not on the list. You know why? Because number 5, the lights come back, and there stands Malachi Black, and he pulled it off unbelievably. Just standing there looking evil as hell. He knocks out Arn Anderson, Cody. Just terrific debut. He's also kind of like what AEW is doing with him. He's doing his own little thing right there. He's building the House of Black. He's got the eye. I think Julia Hart's probably we're going to see her with a black eye very soon. I love what he's doing, kind of his character work, which is just miles above most people. But the second I saw him in that ring, I was like, wow, we got something here. I thought Malachi Black's debut was incredible. Number 4, for months, the Dark Order had the Exalted One. For months, we didn't know who was calling the shots. For months, we didn't know what was going to be the end game here. And it was Brody fucking Lee. John Huber. Rest in peace. One of the great losses in wrestling over the last few years. But never forget when he showed up in All Elite Wrestling, how cool it was that we had the Exalted One, that we had this leader of the Dark Order, and then it turned into something so entertaining, so incredible. We unfortunately lost him, but what a legacy he left in a short time at All Elite Wrestling. The top 3 to me are almost interchangeable. They're incredible. We've actually had some debates behind the scenes, me and these idiots, and the idiots almost won, but they didn't. They never will. Number 3 for me, Jon Moxley. At the end of, I believe it was the All Out pay-per-view, right? At the end of the pay-per-view there, he comes through the outside, through the crowd, and you can just hear I love when a guy comes through the crowd and you can hear the murmur, you can hear the wave coming from the crowd before you know who it is, before you see. You know something's coming. You know somebody's showing up, and here's Jon Moxley, jumps the rail, causes all sorts of havoc. Jon Moxley is, can you stop doing the Jon Moxley impression? It's ridiculous. You look like you're, jeez. But anyway, that's number 3. Number 2, and I went back and forth on this. I really did. I went back and forth. In fact, swerve right here. Number 2, Chicago, Rampage. We know he's coming. We know the rumors are that he's coming. We kind of figured out he's signed. Tony Khan comes out before the show and says, hey, I'm going to give you what you want. And Rampage, the second ever Rampage, goes live at the top of the hour. And I don't do good musical impressions. Look in my eyes, why don't you see? I'm the cult of personality. CM Punk shows up. Biggest pop in AEW history. It was awesome. It was incredible. It was everything. He had been gone for 7 years. We wondered what it would look like. And the noise, the visual, it's the biggest big-time thing AEW's ever done. That it was a moment wrestling fans had envisioned, and AEW over-delivered. And that's only the second best debut ever, in my opinion. Because number one is a 2-for-1 special. We're watching All Out. A couple weeks later, September 5th, Labor Day weekend, in Chicago. My man Nick was there.
Ringside.
Okay. Nobody cares. Number one to me is the back-to-back left-right punch of Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson. Because the way they spaced the pay-per-view out, Kenny Omega beats Christian, everybody gets in the ring, the Elite gets in the ring, and they're all kind of talking, and you can tell we got enough time in the pay-per-view for something to happen. And, well, it does. Adam Cole's music hits, which I don't know how many times I've heard a wrestling song the first time and known it was a banger. I heard that music, banger immediately. And Adam Cole shows up, and I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. Fantastic. You already gave me Ruby Soho earlier in the show. Now I get Adam Cole. That's terrific. I guess the next pay-per-view, maybe Bryan Danielson will come out, maybe a Dynamite. What the fuck? There's more music. And here comes Bryan Danielson. Cole, Danielson, in a space of 3 minutes? Unbelievable. Nobody's ever done a double barrel debut like that. AEW nailed it. I think the top three are way above everything else. Mox at number 3. I got Punk at 2. And then I thought the double barrel debut was just incredible. Cole and Bryan Danielson. That is, we just made the list, our top 5 All Elite Wrestling debuts of all time. Here's one of the hot segments here. Indie wrestlers can't get enough of this. They're beating our door down, just beating us off, trying to get in here. And, what?
Yeah, just beating us off.
Beating us off. Just you can't get enough of it. Just knocking on the door. Hey, can we get in? Sometimes it's like that tag team was knocking, you know.
Can we come on in?
Can we come on in? You know, that's just crazy. Is that what I've devolved to? Just dick jokes, just cum jokes.
Dick jokes and clicks. Dick jokes and clicks.
You're saying clicks?
Yeah, clicks.
Clicks.
Yeah.
Like click of a mouse.
Yes. Not the.
Why do we still call it a click when sometimes it's not really a click? Like if it's on our phone, you're not clicking anything, you're just touching it.
It's a tap.
It's a tap. Why do we still call it a click?
It's titillating. The click. So, you know. Am I fired? Did I lose my job?
You haven't lost your job. Just do me one favor. Shut the fuck up. What do you think? Shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth. What am I pitching to next?
Indy Corner.
Indy Corner is something that has really taken off. And this week, boy, do we have a guy I enjoyed. Love this guy. It's the vegan wrestler. The vegan wrestler. That who you're booking me now?
Yep.
You're booking me a bunch of vegans?
Yep.
Leo Sparrow. The vegan guy. On Indy Corner. No, I got you. You start there.
Do you have another chair?
What? No, I'm just going to get started. I'm going to get the show started.
No, I'm not going to sit in this one because it's leather and.
No, the idea is that it's Indy Corner, so we have people come and sit with me, and then we do the show.
I get what you mean. I'll sit with you. I just need a different chair because this one's leather.
No, this is a good chair.
It wouldn't be very vegan of me to sit on a leather chair.
Why not? Well, this chair hasn't eaten any meat.
I know, but the leather comes from cows. You know that. You know that.
I
You can't tell me you don't know where leather comes from.
Yeah,
So
but not the good cows.
Do we have another chair?
You're really going to start? Hold on. First of all,
Just before we get started, I just want to.
I'm Brandon Walker. This is Leo Sparrow.
Oh, we're
right?
started now?
I haven't started. But if I had started, that's what I would have said.
Oh.
So we're not going to
Okay,
start
great.
because you're not sitting. We'll
So
start when you sit in
before-
the chair.
Before we start, I need another chair.
You're not going to start the interview.
I'm not going to sit in the chair until we have a different chair. So I just need a different chair.
Buddy, I'm Brandon Walker, okay?
I feel you. I'm Leo Sparrow. I'm the son of the sun. Cruelty-free, baby. I don't sit in these chairs. It's made of leather.
Do you think you're going to come in and strong arm me and just make me rearrange furniture for you? Is that what you think you're going to do?
I just need a different chair. You don't even have to do it. I'll
Here's what
get
it is.
myself.
I'm Brandon Walker, all right? What I say goes around here. And I don't let somebody walk in here and...
I very much like this chair. Thank you. This is definitely an upgrade. Yeah.
Welcome into Indy Corner here on Rasslin. And our guest today has been the always agreeable, and boy, is he fun to work with, huh?
And I'm tall.
You are, yeah. Yeah, Leo Sparrow's your name.
That's right.
Leo Sparrow.
Your name is Brandon Walker.
That's true. Brandon fucking Walker.
Brandon Walker.
Do you cuss?
Occasionally, when I'm really feeling it.
Are curse words fatty? Are they non-vegan?
They're vegan.
Okay, so all right. Fuck, shit, piss. See, I didn't gain any weight right there.
Gained a lot of weight, though.
What?
What?
Well, I
Go ahead. It's your show. It's your show.
No, it's fine.
I'm ready.
Are we
I'm
interviewing
excited.
you? You interviewing me?
You're interviewing me.
Okay, all right. Did you make a joke about my weight though?
About your weight?
Yeah.
No, but if you went vegan, maybe you would lose some weight. So, back to the camera.
I love cheeseburgers.
Do you?
That's my statement. Yeah, that's fine.
Pause. All right. Can you give me that right there?
That's my assistant.
Yeah, thank you.
They're idiots, but please don't.
You said you love
cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. This is the spinach bag right here. Mm-hmm. Oh. How do you like that? Does that taste good like a cheeseburger? Say you love cheeseburgers again.
I love cheeseburgers.
Do you? That one was quieter, so it'll be less spinach this time. Ready? Ready? Open your mouth. Ready?
No, I'm not going to open.
Oh. That works for me. That works for me.
Are you doing?
I'm just giving you a
I have invited you here. Can we just put the bag down? We're going to continue with the interview if we can just put the bag down.
I'll keep it on hand, just in case.
Your name is Leo Sparrow.
Leo Sparrow, the son of the sun, the king of kale.
The king of kale. This
is my throne.
You are a vegan professional wrestler.
Vegan, I am.
Vegan. Now, how's that work?
How's it work?
How's that work?
Veganism?
Yeah, veganism.
So, veganism...
Does it go straight to your vagina?
No. That would be vaginism. Veganism
that's a religion I subscribe to.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Veganism is the philosophy or way of life that excludes as much as possible or practicable the consumption of animal goods. So for clothing, it would be leather like that. Mm-hmm. It would be fur, skins. For food, it would be eggs, dairy, meat, things like that. So anything that aids the cruelty or exploitation of animals.
All animals?
All animals.
Okay. You're team cow guy. You like cows?
Yeah, love cows. Yeah. Dairy is scary.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah?
You know what I had for breakfast this morning?
What did you have? What did you have for breakfast this morning? What'd you have?
Fruit Loops.
Good for you.
And water.
In the cereal?
No, instead of milk, because I don't,
Because you don't drink milk.
Well, I'm just saying.
Good. Yep. Yeah.
All right, Leo Sparrow. So, but you're not one of these vegans that likes to push your lifestyle on others, right?
No. You got a little, spinach.
It's okay. Can we talk about something? If I just don't worry about the cameras. Just me and you talk.
Yeah.
If I went vegan for a little bit, do you think I'd get rid of the titties?
Sure. If you eat healthy vegan, because
Is there unhealthy vegan?
There is unhealthy vegan. You know what's vegan?
No, I don't.
Oreos. Oreos are accidentally vegan. Just means that they just don't have any animal products in them by chance.
But
I love Oreos. But
you eat Oreos?
Yeah, I love Oreos. But if you eat too many Oreos, that was a really heavy tit.
It's a big tit. Yeah, it's a big tit. Yeah.
Big tit.
Yeah.
Big tit Brandon.
That's what they call me. I
BTB,
tried to
Big tit Brandon.
enter the Rumble. They made me go to the women's one.
Big tit Brandon.
I don't know that I like the direction of this interview so far.
You want to start over?
No, I don't want to start over. I just feel like maybe. So Leo Sparrow,
Yeah, that's me.
you appeared on Raw and Rampage same week.
I did, yeah.
You're like the modern day Rick Rude.
Yeah.
I bet Rick Rude ate steak.
Did he?
Probably. You gonna get abs like that without eating some meat, without eating some fucking ribeye.
I don't know.
Put some hair on your fucking chest.
He could get
Do you
that.
even have hair on your chest?
I shave it because I care about my body.
That's a hard no.
So,
don't
I'm
shave
sure,
your
I'm sure
arms?
he could, if he ate tofu, get that kind of definition in the abdominals. Or
So-
seitan, which is another meat replacement.
That's
Still
just-
get protein.
I'm sorry. Did you say Satan?
I said seitan, S-E-I-T-A-N.
The devil. Eat the devil.
Seitan.
So you're passing off a devil lifestyle right now.
If you want to call it that, you could, but it's not the same thing because I just spelled it.
Okay, so
Lentils,
that's the
beans, also protein. Lots of different protein sources in a vegan diet. Oats,
What do
beans have
do
protein.
they make vegans fart too,
Yeah, sure.
or is that just us?
No, we fart too.
Cool. Do yours?
Do I fart? Yeah.
Yeah, but do they
Do my farts fart?
smell bad?
Do they smell bad?
Yeah. Do they smell like mint or like a flower shop?
They smell. Yeah, they smell. Yeah, just
Like
like,
like if you go into to get roses for your girlfriend, and you know that floral shop smell. That's what a vegan's house smells like.
just like that. Like cardamom.
That wouldn't be that, but cardamom. Yes, cardamom. What's your favorite spice?
Favorite spice? I like cinnamon. Very basic kind of guy.
I was actually talking. I like sporty.
Turmeric.
I like sporty.
What is that?
Sporty.
Sporty. What is that?
My favorite spice.
Sporty spice.
Yeah.
I
There's
get it.
baby spice. There's scary spice. There's sporty spice. And there's big titted spice. I don't know. Black
See,
spice. I don't know. There's. I don't know.
I was born in '99, so I can't name the spices off the top of my tongue.
Name
you
the
know what I
Backstreet
mean?
Boys. Go.
No.
NSYNC.
Justin Timberlake,
1,
Joey Fatone.
2.
That's all I got.
I bet he's not a vegan because his last name is literally Fat One.
Yeah, and he's fat.
So, you're a wrestler. Let's
I
talk
am.
about the wrestling.
Sure, let's do it. Yeah.
This is Indy Corner.
Wrestler, Indy Corner. Says it here.
You're an indie wrestler. It
Yeah.
might not because this might be too tall.
Okay, so
But remember
it
when
says
you-
it like here and behind my head, kind of. Yeah, yeah, cool.
Yeah, but it's going to say it in like lettuce.
In lettuce.
Yeah.
Love it.
You know what I don't like about lettuce?
What's that?
Every goddamn thing.
That's fair. It's fair. I'm very open and honest about what I like that's vegan and what I don't like that's
What do
vegan.
you not like?
When I started going vegan, I was just like not preparing my tofu the right way. So if you just cut up normal tofu and throw it in the air fryer and eat it, it's gonna be gross. So you got to use plants to season it.
Okay.
Firm.
It's
Like
firm.
Tofu.
It's firm like mutton.
What is that?
Some sort of meat.
Is that from the South?
That's racist.
Some sort of meat?
Yeah. I
You know
think.
what kind of meat?
I don't.
That's the problem.
What
Where
is
does
mutton?
it come from? What part of the pig does bacon come from?
The belly.
Yeah?
It's pork belly.
Is it?
It's a differently prepared pork belly.
What part of the cow does the hot dog come from?
Well, hot dogs are lips and assholes, buddy.
Yes. But does it come from a cow?
No, it comes from pig.
There we go.
And-
We don't even know.
I know.
What part of the chicken is the nugget?
The delicious part. I love a good chicken. Do you get to eat ranch? Do you get
what?
to eat ranch?
You
You know what? I do love chicken
you-
nuggets. I'm sorry. You're just. Leo Sparrow.
That's me.
You were on Rampage and Raw in the
Rampage
same
and
week.
Raw, same
How'd
week,
that
yeah.
work?
So I on Monday
Yeah.
drove to Philadelphia.
I bet that was Raw.
It was Raw at the Wells Fargo Center, and I wrestled Omos.
Oh, man.
I-
I bet that sucked.
I almost beat him.
Did you?
I almost that like this close.
I don't-
If I had offense, I would have beat him. I'm sure. Sure, he can't beat the Broccoli Buster.
Now, what is the Broccoli Buster? Is
The
that your
Broccoli
finisher?
Buster. That is one of my many moves.
How many moves do you have?
A handful. There's the tofu twister, the sliced bread. Got a bunch of vegan and animal-based moves written down in my phone. But my favorite is the Broccoli Buster. You ever seen a Bronco Buster?
Yes, X-Pac. Yes, of course. But wait a
Just
minute.
like that.
Wait a
It's
minute.
Broccoli Buster.
You wouldn't even need to rename that because a Bronco Buster doesn't imply that you're eating the horse. It just implies it is a horse.
Right, but I'm doing it, and I like broccoli, so I called it the Broccoli Buster.
I don't believe that you really like broccoli.
Didn't X-Pac rip an asshole doing that same?
Did X-Pac rip an asshole doing the Bronco
I've
Buster?
never heard that.
He's done it twice.
He's ripped his asshole
Rip
twice.
his-
Wow.
Maybe if he was a vegan, it would have had more elasticity to the asshole.
You have an elastic asshole?
elastic.
just as bendy as it can be.
Bounces right back.
Like an unblown up balloon. Just pull it apart. It goes right back together,
Something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yours is more of a.
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything.
No, I mean, this is your like crisp like that. That's your
Oh,
asshole.
I have a crisp
You got
asshole.
A crunchy.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Oh, I have a crunchy asshole. Like bonchon wings, my asshole. And then you were on Rampage.
Rampage, yeah, that was on Friday. It was the. Can you back up just a hair? You have death on your breath. I just need you to back up. Thank you. Yeah, Rampage. So I was in the Acclaimed music video. They were wrestling Darby and Sting.
Listen, yo. That's my impression of him.
Of who?
One of the Acclaimed, the one that raps.
One of the Acclaimed, the one that raps.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to ask who after an impression, it's probably not a good impression. I don't get it. Continue.
Did I see you walk in with some sort of food container?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I brought vegan food. I made it myself. I love it. I think it's very good. It's vegan chili and vegan cornbread. It was a big hit at our Creative Pro Christmas party, so I brought you some. That's where you say thank you, Leo Sparrow.
Just if you don't, just 1 second, and this is not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm not.
While you're filling up the bowls, if you say anything negative about my food, I'm gonna kick you in the face.
With which?
We're
foot?
back.
Which foot?
One of them.
Either one of them.
Either one of them. I'm gonna ask you what are your negative critiques, and then you just nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So
Cool?
you want only positive feedback. Don't you think that's a little unfair?
No, because
What
it's
if
gonna be
it-
true. You're gonna be telling the truth.
You just want me to tell the truth. That's what you want me to do. Tell
Yeah.
the truth. huh?
If it's negative, I'm gonna kick you in the face.
Okay. All right. Hey,
while
pass
you-
out the food. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
let's do
nice.
it.
Let's talk while they're getting the food ready.
Sure.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Leo Sparrow, the wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
What's that about?
What's that about?
Yeah. How good are you?
I think I'm a decent wrestler. I've
What's
been
your
wrestling for about a
Sorry.
year and a half.
What's your style of wrestling?
Style of wrestling is plant-based.
God damn it! Does everything come back to fucking?
Look at that. Isn't that warm? Doesn't that look good? Show the camera.
Did
Don't
you
let it fall out of the
Just
tray.
make this.
I just made it.
I mean, it's hot.
Literally took it out of the oven in a bag. Here we go.
This is hot.
Yeah. It's delicious.
I didn't think it was going to be. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not very bright.
Is there a spoon?
Yeah. Is there some sort of?
I did bring compostable, biodegradable wooden spoons.
You can't bring a fucking spoon. Just a regular ass.
No, I'll take that little. Yeah, give him a. Yep, right there. Yep.
Oh, it smells seasoned well.
Thank you.
I'll give you credit for
It's
that.
the plants that.
It
season.
smells very,
I will
very
take
well
one
seasoned.
of those, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah.
These are.
Take one. I take one as well.
This
What?
is a goddamn fork.
Okay.
You brought this?
Yeah.
This is a goddamn fork.
It's wood. It's compostable. It's biodegradable, and
It tastes like fucking wood.
it's made of wood. You're gonna break your teeth if you do that.
Was this not part of the meal?
That was not part of the meal. No. That's what you eat it with.
Oh, that's my bad.
Did you know that almond milk actually has more calcium in it than dairy milk?
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
So, if you drank almond milk, you would have strong teeth and wouldn't break it on your wooden spoon. Try a scoop of the cornbread. I think it's delicious. Plop it right on top. I will also take a scoop. I very much enjoy this meal. One of my favorites.
This is good.
Thank you.
That's good chili.
Appreciate it.
It needs more.
Are you about to say something negative? Let's just skip to the cornbread. Can you give me a scoop of the cornbread, please? And then you'll try it.
I'm going to give you a scoop of cornbread.
And then, yeah, me first, because I made it. It's delicious. Yeah. Yep. Oh, baby.
Right on top, right
Oh,
there. Yeah.
baby. Look at that.
Okay.
You just, eat it right out of the...
Just gonna eat it right out of the...
dirty little vegetable slut. Holy shit. Told you. I'm feeling it. What do you think? Isn't it delicious? Yes. The answer is yes.
Can I get some vegan water?
Normal water is vegan. One of the many accidental vegan things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Don't I
thought you guys had to put vegan in front of every fucking thing you did. Do you vegan jack off at night?
I can tell that you like it.
A vegan like it.
You vegan like it. That's very vegan.
The
nice
chili
of you.
is excellent.
Thank you. Cornbread, also delicious.
The taste of the cornbread is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The texture's a little
Oh.
soft.
Okay, maybe.
That's not negative. That's just reality.
It's not.
The texture.
You know what's also soft?
My penis.
I was also going to say the rest of you, because you keep eating.
Well, my
Oreos.
penis is on the rest of me. So checkmate, buddy. Check fucking mate. Got his ass, didn't I? He didn't know about my penis. No, nobody does, because it doesn't.
Didn't see it coming.
So, anybody watching, they want to be like Leo Sparrow. What can they do in their life right now?
You can follow me on social media and see how I live.
Oh, God damn it.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at NoSteakAllSizzle. Also, ProWrestlingTees.com/Leo Sparrow.
Oh, do you do well there?
I do fairly well, which I have a present for you.
You do?
I do.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. Is it going to be spinach to the
please.
fucking face?
Do you want it to be?
Can I ask you a
Thank
question?
you. What shirt size?
Do you go? Unfortunately, it's 2X.
Yeah, that's what I
Do
thought.
you?
All right, so this right here, this is a 2X.
Did you come here from an inner city junior high school that you have to have a clear backpack?
My clear backpack is made of recycled plastic.
I hate you so goddamn much.
Leo Sparrow, the son of the sun, the actual nature boy, woo woo.
The actual Nature Boy's a good fucking. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See, I had to do woo woo because woo is taken.
And woo 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 is taken.
Woo 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 is taken.
Right.
Woo woo.
Have you ever seen the Mighty Ducks 2?
Again, born in '99.
Woo woo Kenny Woo. Woo woo's taken
Sure.
too. So you're gonna have to go
So
quad
all right,
woo.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Woo
So,
woo woo woo.
woo 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 woo.
Yeah, that's a lot of woos.
That was just me saying woo woo.
Okay,
like
so
I just said, but twice.
I'm gonna
So-
throw an idea out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just me to you.
I wanna listen.
Spitballing. First of all, I'm gonna wear the shirt. It's a great looking shirt.
Thank you.
Pro Wrestling
You
Tees.
gotta, yeah.
ProWrestlingTees.com. Leo Sparrow. Okay. See, there you go.
Thank you.
That's
So, you
that's
know
gonna.
what?
I had an idea though.
You can shake my hand.
Okay.
We're gonna put this right on top.
Yeah.
And by shaking my hand, you're agreeing to go vegan for the rest of the month. The rest of the month. So I'll check in on you if you need
The rest of this month? Oh yeah, that's fine.
in the airing of whatever
No,
of whatever month it is.
if you could just-
you can just call me if you need anything. Now you know my social media. You have a large support system. You can Google anything you want. So now it's yours. I transfer to you. Transfer my veganism. You're welcome. Just a month. We just finished Veganuary. This is Vegan February.
That's not even. You didn't even try with that one. All right. I was going to say one last thing.
Yeah.
Since I have tried your lifestyle and this beautiful, delicious vegan chili,
Yeah.
and this vegan cornbread that you brought, so lovingly prepared, I appreciate
Delicious,
it.
yep.
If we can bring in the Meat Lovers Pizza, go ahead and bring that in now. Because we're sharing each other's lifestyle, right? Bring that in. I'm bluffing. I can't afford a Meat Lovers. Would you have eaten it?
No. That's not really.
Where are you
up
wrestling
to me.
out of right now, dude? If
I
I'm an
wrestle-
indie wrestling fan, where can I catch you?
Sure. So Creative Pro Wrestling, Long Island, New York. Do that a lot. ISPW Wrestling, that's the Independent Superstars of Pro Wrestling. That's in New Jersey.
Okay, I live in New
Standalone
Jersey. Can I
wrestling.
come?
Sure, of course. You are welcome, and you can check in with me and see how your vegan progress.
No, I'm
is
not. I
going.
wasn't going to do that.
You already shook my hand, so you're going to do it.
No, I didn't. You actually
and
grabbed
just
my
about
hand.
anybody else that
Just
wants to
handle it.
give me money to wrestle.
I'll
do
give
it.
you.
I'll
I'll
do it.
give you. What's your next big wrestling show?
Next big wrestling show, I'm going to say is this.
I'm going to sponsor you.
You're going to sponsor me.
I'm going to give you $2,000.
So I have February 6th, Create a Pro. I don't know if this is airing before or after that.
I'll
and
give
then February 18th, ISPW.
When's this airing?
This will air
You're so stupid.
next week.
Next week. So probably after February 6th.
After
so
February
anyway,
6th. Okay.
But I'm going to sponsor your next. I'm going to give you $3,000.
Love it.
And you have to eat a cheeseburger before every match.
Yeah, I will not do that. Keep your money.
My dirty, disgusting cow
Keep
money.
your utter sucker money to yourself.
Oh, utter. I like that.
You like sucking udders. You just
Udders are
grab it,
udders are
grab it
titties,
by the
brother.
udder.
Oh, yeah. Titties?
No.
I hate you. Do you hate me?
I don't hate you. I brought you food. Why would I hate you?
No, you brought me vegan chili. You didn't bring me
I
food.
really love and appreciate that I was able to get this chair because I'm not sitting in your non-vegan leather chairs. I really love that you love my food.
It was.
I really love that you're going vegan for the month of February.
I got to go to L.A. for the Super Bowl.
I really love that you have my shirt now, so you can wear it on your show. I really love that I came here today. This was a overall positive experience for me. Thank you, Brandon Walker.
Good luck. Thank you so much. That's Indy Corner.
That's Indy Corner.
I say it.
Leo Sparrow.
That's Indy Corner.
The
I get to
son
say
of the
it doesn't
sun,
matter what you eat.
the
It's my
king
fucking
of
show at the
kale,
end of the day.
the
At the end of the day, it's my
green
fucking show.
The actual nature boy, Leo Sparrow.
Leo Sparrow.
Leo Sparrow.
I said it. How many times do you want me to fuck?
And that's Indy Corner.
Thank you, Leo Sparrow, for stopping in and giving us that incredible interview. You were great. I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful career. You fucking... All right, what else? What's next?
Voicemail.
Voicemail!
At the tone, please record your message.
It is your turn. The number is on the screen right now. And if you want to call in and leave a voicemail, you can do it. We have 3, and then we have 3 AskRasslins on Twitter, and we'll go through them right now. Go ahead with voicemail numero 1.
Hey there, Brandon Walker. I just got one question for you.
What?
Do you think that finishers aren't as impactful or don't make as much of a splash, so to speak, as they used to? Like in the 90s, you had the stunner, you had the rock bottom. Just seems like finishers used to be more of a big deal. Let me know what you think.
Why is he talking like that? I'm 42 years old. My finisher hasn't had splash for years now. But as far as wrestling goes, I think it's something that we as fans kind of make to be a bigger deal than it is. I don't know that finishers really have the full impact they used to, but you have to consider you're saying that because there's certain moves like the Canadian Destroyer that never get pinfalls. But AEW is literally creating a megastar right now because he's powerbombing the shit out of people. And that's a very basic move it's been a big finisher for years and years and years. The powerbomb it still fucks. It still plays. And Wardlow is getting over just by delivering a powerbomb. And there are still certain finishers, like I'm not sure the Buckshot Lariat has really been kicked out of yet. The One-Winged Angel, that is something in AEW that still has a lot of, it matters from guy to guy, but I think certain matches, certain finishers haven't had the impact that others maintain to this day. And wrestling evolves. It always evolves. And if you look at it like a sport, things that dominated in the 90s don't dominate today. That happens in baseball. New pitches come along. New strategies come along. That happens in football. Look at the offense compared to 10 years ago. Look in basketball, how ball movement, three-point shooting is way more important than it was 15 years ago. Wrestling also evolves. And when finishers don't have the same pizzazz they had, it's just evolving into a more competitive athletic sport at the back end of matches. I don't think that's any better or worse. And I'm sorry you haven't thought about it like that because I am so much fucking smarter than you. But you needed me in your life to tell you these things. Voicemail number 2.
Brandon Walker, back from Winnipeg, fresh off watching Royal Rumble.
Uh-huh.
Yikes, not great. I would say the lone bright spot for me was watching Bad Bunny perform tonight. people can say what they want about celebrities coming in and taking spotlight and taking spots. I thought Bad Bunny was incredible.
Yeah.
My question for you is, I think the other great celebrity appearance in wrestling was Lawrence Taylor against Bam Bam Bigelow at WrestleMania.
Sure.
So I was wondering if you could compare the two. Who do you think is doing it? Is Bad Bunny doing it better, or is Lawrence Taylor the top of the heap in terms of celebrities coming in and working? Thanks for taking my call.
So I think LT probably is the GOAT still of that. I mean, he main evented WrestleMania and did it capably, and probably the worst WrestleMania ever, but whatever. He did it capably, but Bad Bunny has had 2 major shots, and one was at WrestleMania last year. He was awesome. Rumble, he was awesome. I assume he's going to Rumble again, or going to Mania again, and if he's awesome again, he might take that GOAT status. He might take the GOAT status. Now, it's different for me because I'm 42. I don't listen to modern music. I've never heard a song by him. He's not really a big star to me outside of wrestling. I only know that guy through wrestling, and that's weird. I know a lot of you probably listen to his music, so he's a big star. So I imagine if I was more of a music fan and more into that scene, and he came from, and I saw him coming, I'd be like, wow, this is incredible. As it is, I know he's a celebrity. I think he's right up there with LT, right behind him. If he has another great performance, he's probably the GOAT. Voicemail number 3.
This is Joel from Southern Maryland. Just trying to find out what your opinion is on Orange Cassidy
Is he drunk?
winning the AEW World Championship, because that guy is definitely due for it. And you're definitely not fat. You're a very handsome man.
So he is drunk. Tremendously drunk. Just incredibly shit-faced drunk. Is Orange Cassidy going to win the AEW World title? I don't think so, but I could think of a lot worse things to happen because I love Orange Cassidy. He's a great wrestler. I do feel like AEW feels to me like an assembly line right now. Like they're having no repeat champions. Like they went from Jericho to Mox to Omega to Page, and he'll go soon to somebody else. Like MJF's going to get a run at some point. I think Adam Cole's going to get a run at some point. Darby Allin probably get a run at some point. And I don't know where, and that's not even counting like a CM Punk or Bryan Danielson that they could drop in at any point. I don't know that Orange Cassidy is on that assembly line. That's just my gut. But if it happened, it would be great. So, AskRasslin. Hashtag AskRasslin. Backboards and backdrops. This is a basketball player and wrestler. Not the worst gimmick I've ever heard. What do you think of the road to WrestleMania looks like now for Seth Rollins? I loved his match with Reigns until the end. See? Y'all got to get out of this shit. Are you going to discount the effort they put in because the end wasn't what you liked? That's a whiny bitch shit. And was really looking forward to that story continuing, but now Reigns and Brock are all but assured. Where does that leave Rollins? Love the show. Nothing is ever for sure in wrestling. Ever. And even though Reigns and Lesnar have a beautiful story right there, and it seems cut and dry, Rollins was made a mega face for a reason. That match ended in a DQ for a reason. If we were headed towards Reigns and Lesnar straight up, he beats Rollins the other night. He pins him. That story's over. But that story's not over. It's not. And Seth Rollins, I'm going to guess, is going to be in a main event at WrestleMania. And I think he's going to be in it with Lesnar and he's going to be in it with Reigns. That's just my feeling. Because they never had, that was one of the most memorable moments ever, right? It's Reigns against Lesnar, and Rollins comes down, turns into triple threat, steals the title and runs, and they never had a proper follow-up. And here it is. 8 years later, we're about to have it. I see the story. Why can't you guys? I finished 179th out of 182 in my class in high school. I went to community college. I'm very dumb. But I see it. Unless that doesn't happen. And then, okay, just whatever. Can I hold on to Cheeks Racines for next week? Sure. Because it's a long one. And they asked me to build my perfect 8-match pay-per-view. Actually, I'm gonna say it this week, the question. I'm going to answer it next week. Because this is homework.
It's a good question.
Shut up. Cheeks Racine says, build your perfect 8-match pay-per-view using any match in wrestling history. The rules. Only 4 title matches, a heavyweight, mid-card, tag, and women's. Can't change the rules or stakes in a match, and once you use the wrestler, you can't pick any other matches of theirs. I know my heavyweight title match. That's Stone Cold and The Rock. So they're gone. No, because I want Stone Cold and Brett. Fuck, I don't know. Tune in next week, and I will tell you what it is. Oh, we have 4 this week. That's. I told you to do 3.
You're the host, so you get to pick 3.
I said, give me 3. You gave me 4.
I over-deliver.
CWAV8. Quav 8. Quav 8. How has the death of kayfabe and embracing the reality that pro wrestling as a form of theater led to its current wave of popularity? Well, I think now we're more than ever, we are in an age of adults being comfortable loving wrestling. We are now the group that was raised on, even further, we were raised on the Attitude Era, we were raised on the Ruthless Aggression Era, we were raised on the 80s, we were raised on wrestling, and now we don't grow out of it anymore. Now we're all together in that our lifelong love of this, and it's silly to continue to think that kayfabe exists or whatever. It's even fun to get in that world, and we're all like in this together. I know I'm 42, and a lot of people look at wrestling as a kid's thing. That's fine, but I love it. I will always love it. I will never stop loving it. And I feel like we're in the midst of a time where more people have grown up to be able to just say that than ever before. They don't leave it behind as a kid's thing. They continue it for the rest of their life. Because if I'm a kid and I fall in love with a TV show when I'm 15 and I see that TV show when I'm 30, I'm probably still going to enjoy it. And that's what wrestling is to me. Finn R1R6. What are these names? Who do you think will be, and who would you like to be the next challenger for Lashley? Boy, I'd love to see Big E get back in this thing, but he now seems to move to SmackDown, and they treated him like garbage at the Rumble. What was that, by the way? What was Sasha Banks doing going in first and then just getting dumped in 10 minutes? What was that? Sasha Banks and Big E should be 2 of your biggest stars. I don't understand why they got treated like that at the Rumble. I really don't. But yeah, what was the question? Who's the next challenger? I didn't think it would be Riddle until I heard he was going to win the Rumble. He would make a lot of... Boy, WrestleMania main evented by Rollins, Reigns, and Lesnar, and then Becky, Ronda, Charlotte, Sasha, Charlotte Bayley, Charlotte Asuka. Any of those work for me. And then if you had a Lashley against Drew would work, but Lashley Riddle, that's something new and exciting. Who was the third?
Did Riddle have a title?
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah. Do you ever consider not talking?
No.
You should.
Okay.
You should. Like you. Exactly. That's how you should do. We got anything else?
Would.
We have ads? Oh. I'm going to read that ad and then you're going to drop it back in the show. That's not really... You want me to do it right here at the end?
Yeah.
What a shitty place to put an ad at the end.
No, we don't have to.
People aren't even watching anymore.
Toss to it anyway.
What do you mean toss to it?
We can put the ad wherever we want.
Okay, so I'm going to end the show and then I'll read the ad.
That's fine.
That's wrestling.